Good evening, my friends. It's Friday, and it will be posted again in Saturday morning. So today is 17. It will be posted on 18. And at the beginning, I will say how many of my predictions kind of recently came true. So I was saying that we are learning from Woodward's book that General Milley was saying that they were afraid that Trump might start thinking about starting the war, and I was predicting that he would like to do. And another thing was, I said that the generals will rebel on him, and I was waiting for that prediction to come in and come to the truth, and eventually we are learning that this general was at least one, but I saw the generals clicking in the table in a kind of rebellion way. So that was, I like to be correct. And I was waiting for those predictions. I thought, why no one is saying about them? Okay, I will start with one question that was asked on my live stream. Beverly Lejeski. Should we expect violent activities in DC and other major city in tomorrow? So I think the riots in DC will be under control. It's like using the tank against the rabbit. So that will be very much over. There is a lot of over preparations, but there will be some riots around the city, around the country. So that was the predictions that I'm thinking that's what will happen. Tomorrow, Weisselberg, the CEO from Trump Tower, will be testifying. And when I closed my eyes, I saw a vision that his boat will be cut in half. Can't move forward, it's drowning. So his testimony will be very damaging for him and for others. That's how I read that vision, but everyone is very welcome to say differently. And okay, 3 cards. Yes, the law, there will be hard questions. The legal system will be hard on him. We will learn so many secrets, or they will learn so many secrets. It's all that he will say. I had to lean on him. It was for the security. I couldn't do any other way. So he will be saying that it's all about that he was dependent on Don Don, and he was fulfilling his expectations. And as well, on my live stream, I was asked the same question that Glenna M. asked now. Is the new and improved Kim Jong-un the real one or imposter? He looks, but he has far more energy. And I remember that on my live stream, I answered that I saw my neighbor, wonderful lady, but she was very chubby. And then I'm looking and I thought, who is that driving her car? But she looks like her daughter. A few days later, we were chatting with her husband and her. But I didn't, when there is a winter, you don't see anyone. You are staying away from being outside. And then we learned that she lost so much weight, I couldn't recognize her. So I think the same is with Kim Jong-un. He is the real one, and but he looks completely different. Some people, when they lose weight, they they gain so much more energy, so they move better and so on. So that's what I believe, that is the answer. But that was I was asked that first the live stream. And everyone is welcome to be a partner in my live stream. It's on Wednesdays, and under my video you can find how to be, to buy the membership. Is $10 Canadian, so it's far less than American $10. So the Weisselberg, I said. Crisscross. What Crisscross is asking, what do your guidance tell you about Joe Manchin? Cheryl, does Manchin still have full support of his constituents after all his tactics and not voting with fellow Democrats? And I'm not going to show you my drawing because it's not, but imagine that accelerator going down, and then I have seen once horrific accident, and the accelerator pulls some people. There was some breakage, and it will pull him under. So he will go down and he will go under eventually, because I don't think his people will be happy. And Sophicos 06, who is Senator Manchin protecting by obstructing all the bills that Democrats want to put throughout? Why he is causing so much opposition? And for that one, I saw a big money. So I will pull 3 cards about Manchin. Yeah, he will be doing magic because of the big money of who he supported. He will be gambling, taking risk to the max. He is in the pocket of all those donors, and eventually he will be getting out of the outside. He will be outsider. So eventually I think people will have enough of him. Well, we have to wait probably a long time to check that predictions. But there was 3 people, so I hope they will remember when that will come true. And yesterday or 2 days ago, Durham report came, and he indicted 2 lawyers. And he couldn't find any connection between Don and Russia. It was related to the emails, to some cyber activity on the account from Russia and bank accounts. But why they are not investigating Mitch McConnell? He removed all those sanctions in 2019 in April 15 that Russian had. That Obama put those sanctions and he removed them, and Oleg Deripaska spent $200 million to build the aluminum company in Kentucky. That should be investigated, because would that be ever investigated? I see a hammer. Yes, eventually the legal things will come, and he will have to answer why he put that decision, why he made that decision. He will say that he wanted the best for his state, which is probably true, but I think it was more than the truth. I think he is in love with Russia, and that's supposed to be figured out. I hope I have something about Russia here. Jennifer, will a woman replace Chris Wray as FBI director? What do you see? Thank you, Jennifer. And I saw someone throwing stuff through the window that was on the desk, and then cleaning ladies cleaning everything. I presume that that's probably a woman will take that place and she will be cleaning the mess, but it looks like he will be expired. Usually people, when they lose the jobs, they are carrying everything in a box, but I saw that being thrown over the window. Angel of Justice will pay him a visit. What he put, he will receive. The woman, yes, definitely the empresses will come and the sun will be shining on her. So, Jennifer, you might be on the good track. Thank you. Mary Rose. Was another woman involved related to Alex Mardaugh from South Carolina, that big criminal story that I did the previous video by myself? And I believe his wife wanted a divorce. He was on the drugs for a while, for a long time. I believe she had enough of that, and she went to live probably in that hunter's lodge. So that's my, and as the answer I saw the green, red and yellow lights flashing, so he was probably on and off with some relationships, maybe nothing serious, but still something that was bothering his wife. Yeah, he was always busy for himself, making silly mistakes, silly decisions, acting like a teenager, page of problems, and lovers. Yeah, that proves that he was in some relation outside the marriage relationships. Liberal, in Canada we have election on Monday, and I want Americans to know, and other countries to know what parties we have. We have Liberal Party that Justin Trudeau is from, and it started from 1867. The second biggest party it was born in 2003, and it's conservative. And Erin O'Toole is so it is like your GOP, Republican. The conservative, they have the same values. The doctors will not be allowed to perform abortions. They want to privatize the health system. They don't want to vaccinate. They will not make mandatory vaccination, or vaccination will be who wanted. So all those values are the conservatist value, the same as Republicans' value. But we have we have 5 parties. Bloc Quebec, which is Yves Blackhead, and then New Democrats Party. They are more liberal than liberals. And Judge Jagmeet Singh is the representative of that party. They are from 1961, I think, or 67. And they have really good values, but they don't have too much chance because they are on the 3rd position. We have 5 parties and Green Party. So, most people will probably vote for Liberal, for Justin Trudeau, because Conservative and Liberals are that close. So I will go for New Democrats, but I'm afraid that will be waste vote. So you have to think like a game player. And I said that Trudeau will be dancing, so he might be on tippy toe going forward, because he will be like ballerina. Jackie V. Will Doug Ford, he is Premier of Ontario, ever be kicked out or punished for making $50 million from his office, collecting during the Crown back? He was making stickers, the one that every place in the started from banks, everywhere on the floor you have those stickers where to stand. And he made $50 million right away since that started. So would he be punished? I have the feeling, did I answer that? I think I saw him taking shower of money, so the coins will be coming on his head. I don't think he will be punished. Now he will be queen, probably it's on his wife's name, kind of. He will be protected. He will protect himself, and he will say, look from different point of view. My brother, who was Doug Ford, you remember, you were laughing at him at the time that Obama was president. He was on drugs, and he was doing a lot of crazy things, crazy as they can be, and the whole world was laughing at him. So he was his younger brother. But he was making those hats that put people, moving hats, like crazy hats that people put in the cars, and the hat is agree with you. And he was making money. So I don't see that his older brother will not be able to make money, and when he is in the position of making them. I'm sorry. But that's the way it is. Jacqueline Cuda, I think Cuda, but in Polish is Cuda, which means miracles. I'm just teasing your name, I'm sorry, Jacqueline. Would like to know how the country will ever have if the country has no ability to bring down the tyrant, or perhaps the country doesn't care. I think the country care, and I think people will be, in barbarian times, when they kill the leader of opposition, they were holding his head on the stick, and I saw that vision, dramatic vision. But I think eventually that will be the punishment that we have to expect, that it will come to, everything will come in the open. So the secrets will come. Eventually we will know all the secrets, all the connection with Russia. And he will be the star, the top person that people will be running. I will put 3 more cards. The shaky tower. Eventually, yes, it will reach him, devastate him for the work he was doing, and the boat. Yeah, I saw the boat for Weisselberg, broken in half, and that's kind of related to that first vision. Even I'm not planning what cards I will pull, but it is that they come as they come, and they always cooperate. Thank you. Thank you, guys. DBC. Will the gap between the rich and poor continue to grow, or it will finally bridge the gap so we will all have basic necessities? Actually, I saw even more cracks. So the rich will be richer. Maybe the poor people will have the necessities, but we'll see what the cards are saying. Yes, the rich will be richer. They will be making more money and going on the top. The grass will be greener for them, and the money will be, they will follow the, and how about the poor, how they will be affected? The poor will be crying. The judgment, big changes, devastation, and poorness, and thank you, guys. You were very cooperative with me today. Alicia Kay. Will the Republicans ever be supportive part of our government instead of having destructive agenda throwing rocks? Agenda. And I saw the throwing rocks. That was the answer, and I read it too fast. So now the Republicans will be throwing rocks, so they will be never completely cooperative. It's all the big money that is pay, so they are not working for regular job. They are working just for they are cheaters. My card of cheating. They are leaning of the big donors. And there is so much this way, struggle, fights, people are unhappy, but they can't really do anything. And the next question is, Cheryl M. Will you guys tell us how to save America's democracy? And the things that kind of came to me, it was that people have to educate themselves. And I know it's just my psychic feeling, but they have to find a way to tax those donors who have too much money for their involvement in politics. So if you can put 1 million to that person, pay us another 1 million in taxes. That will shorten them. Maybe not completely, but that might let them to start thinking a little bit differently when they will be spending, and it will be more open. They will have to do this very openly, especially when the money is going to the Supreme Court. Everyone should know that, who is paying the black money. They call this black money, but no one is paying. Excuse me. Kathy is asking. Oh, okay, so this is about prayers. I will put my cards away. And this weekend is voting in Russia. And Navalny is in the prison, so he is unable to say too much, but his followers make big splash with informations about how rich is Putin, how rich is Medvedev, and how rich is Olga de la Pasca. That was the one who was helping Mitch McConnell. So I think, honestly, I know that there will be no surprises. Putin will win. Google had to withdraw the apps and Apple. so they were not able to help those people in Russia to put something in order that was well planned but didn't went through the washer, dissolved in the washing machine. It's sad, but Google is probably afraid of hackers, and I understand them. Or they have something that they can have control over the Google and Apple. So I would like to do the prayers. And Kathy is asking to pray for her daughter Tracy, who was diagnosed with ALS. And Stephen Hawking was living with this for over 50 years. So we can only hope that this will be eventually somehow controlled by medicine, and she wouldn't have to suffer. To anyone who is suffering, I want all of you to feel protected. We want to send you that beautiful glowing bubble for anyone who needs that, including me. I need the protection so I will be able to do my videos, because I think I'm not wanted baby. So I'm kind of getting in trouble. I can see that. So please help me to stay on the line. Give me likes and give me comments. That's my problem as well, but especially for anyone who is fighting with any immune disease. It's not a joke. It is something very serious, and we have to pray for those people, send them a good energy. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh gosh, we are sending really wonderful energy. It's like a ring who is sending energy. I'm talking about ring and stones. On the Monday, I think it's the full moon, so please put your rocks to charge them, and rings if you can, somewhere when the moon can reach them through the window. It will do the job. Okay, see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your comments, for your questions. You guys are marvelous, and all the detectives that were waking up in all of you with that story that I made about the South Carolina mystery. It is so sad, but as well, people need to feel involved, that they can do some, and who knows, maybe some police person will be investigating in this. Take care of yourself, stay positive, stay safe. I love you guys. Bye-bye.